They pressed themselves tightly against the cold stone wall, daring not make a single sound. The woman looked up in panic, constantly glancing upward out of the corner of her eye. They never dreamed that just for telling a joke, they'd be chased by this maniac for 3 days and nights. And at this moment, they had no idea they'd provoke the vengeful honey badger, equivalent to walking into a nightmare. Just days earlier, Jason and Zoe had returned to the island where he proposed, hoping to rekindle the passion of their courtship. Jason rented this guy's yacht and meticulously planned an island sipping champagne in the sea breeze. They relived their past bliss. Everything radiated happiness, yet they remained utterly unaware of the looming danger. As night fell, Jason headed to the pre-booked bar where he met Honey Badger. Also traveling solo, they hit it off instantly, chatting and sharing beers together. Soon after Zoe arrived at the bar, freshly dressed Honey Badger gallantly pulled out her chair. The three shared laughter and conversation in perfect harmony. But after a few glasses of wine, Jason and Zoe began openly displaying affection, completely oblivious to the increasingly awkward expression. On Honey Badger's face, he found their behavior rude and solemnly demanded an apology for their actions. Jason dismissed it as no big deal, thinking it was just a joke. Zoe also felt he was overreacting, urging him not to get upset over such a minor thing. Suddenly, Honey Badger's expression darkened. Not only did he not appreciate it, he warned them this was their final chance to apologize. Seeing his wife being scolded, Jason rose angrily, the situation nearly spiraling out of control. The awkward atmosphere drew patrolling security. Jason passionately complained that this stranger had ruined their dinner, but before he could finish, the security guard was instantly knocked out by this guy. The couple backed away in terror. Honey Badger demanded an immediate apology again, or he wouldn't let them off. But Jason couldn't care less about that now. He just thought this man must be insane, so he hurriedly fled back to the yacht, late at night watching Jason sleep. Zoe was still shaken by Badger's words. She thought she must be overthinking it, so she walked out onto the deck to relax. Yet just as her anxiety began to ease, a sinister shadow once again sent shivers down her spine. Dawn broke in the blink of an eye. Zoe urgently demanded the captain set sail, hoping to quell her inner turmoil. The yacht sped toward a distant island, preparing for a day of hiking. Seeing Zoe's restless state, her husband rushed to comfort her. Yet despite her verbal assurances, an uneasy feeling lingered in Zoe's heart. Soon the couple arrived on the island, and Zoe forced herself to start the hike with a light-hearted air. But before long, her newly relaxed state was abruptly shattered once more. For on this deserted forest path, a strange figure was following them. Watching his tense wife Jason appeared surprisingly calm. It's just another tourist. No need to make such a fuss. So they continued deeper into the forest. By now, Zoe seemed increasingly anxious. Jason suddenly realized this wasn't sustainable. There was no reason to let a minor incident ruin their trip. He stopped confidently in the middle of the path, intending to dispel Zoe's worries. But before Jason could finish speaking, his expression froze instantly. To their shock, the man approaching swiftly behind them was indeed that creepy-looking guy. Jason halted abruptly once more. He figured it was just a joke after all. Best to clear things up face to face. Ignoring his wife's protests, he waited put. Honey Badger did indeed catch up again. Turns out it was just a prank. Who'd have thought he came back to return the wallet he'd found? Seeing the man's expression, Jason instantly relaxed, reaching out to take back his belongings, and even joking about it himself.
She thought you'd come all this way out here to kill us or something.
No. Eventually, yes, but we've got all day first.
He threatened Jason's life. Honey Badger confiscated their backpacks and delivered a heavy punch to Jason's side. The guy shouted at them to run for their lives. The couple fled in terror. Yet deep down, they knew full well Honey Badger wasn't letting them go. He intended to launch a real hunt.